Hi, everybody. Welcome to The New Normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa, and today is a Mighty Siren Monday. We've got some updates for you. I have been working hard behind the scenes. I have talked with Mame, and we have our ticket sales ready for you for the Oklahoma City event. It's going to be a great week. We've got some people joining us this week for some extra interviews, and Amy has put together a kind of a schedule for us at the book discussion on the Telegram group. You'll find a link to that Telegram group in this description of this video on YouTube. And we are going to be jumping into Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And this is something we are going to unpack a piece at a time together. So we'll be right back with the one and only Amy C. Weir right after this.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from Calyx Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from Calyx Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more.
Welcome back to the show, Amy. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to do this book study. I heard about it through a friend of Sean's, Satoshi Sean's. He had him join us for an interview, and it really was life-changing for this guy, just really being conscious and about how we're designed, and that, you know, people think, oh, well, it's just in your genes or your DNA and it's unavoidable. And we really have the power of our mind is just incredible. And we really have so much more control of our journey than we realize.
Yeah.
So you've read this before, though.
I've read it about halfway through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've also followed him a lot on YouTube, and I have it on audio book too. So I'm a fan of his. I like what he's doing.
Yeah. I think it's good stuff. I looked through the beginning of it, kind of getting started on it, and I've looked at a couple other books. I picked up a couple other books. I don't remember where I put them. But a lot of it is just being really mindful and not listening to those old programming and how that really affects us. And he talks about epigenetics, which I love Bruce Lipton. You know, he's kind of the father of epigenetics, and I love all his little goofy YouTube videos. I follow those, and I think they're hilarious. That's another guy I'm a fan of. And I guess we're coming into that, like, you know, age of Aquarius, and people are being more open-minded, this, you know, great awakening. So I think more and more people will be, although this is kind of woo-woo, I don't know why it's woo-woo.
I don't know why it's woo-woo. I would say that this should be more mainstream, but because they don't want you to know this stuff, it becomes woo-woo.
Yeah. It's interesting now that we're seeing, you know, what somebody calls science, what's science and what's magic, you know, or what's woo-woo. It's just really interesting how those definitions are all kind of being broken right now. But you guys, this is a book that we're doing the book discussion on right now. If you guys want to join us, like I said, there's a link in the description for a Telegram group that's open for anyone to join us. if you guys want to jump in there, make sure you get the book. And I was going to see if I could share. Amy's got a, well, you can just jump in the Telegram and see. Amy's got a really great little spreadsheet, very organized. There, yeah, a little Excel spreadsheet there. And what did you end up doing? Like a 9-week study?
Yeah. I think I've mapped it out. You can see it right here. I've mapped it out for about 9 weeks. It's going to take us 9 weeks to get through it. Maybe a little longer. I think I got a little ambitious with including chapters 12, 13, and 14 together, but we could always chop those up if we need to. But I think 9 weeks is good. It'll let you digest what's being read, what's presented in the book. So
okay, and we can be flexible, but I know he said kind of in chapters like 1, 2, and 3, they were like stories.
Yep.
2 stories or stories of 2 people, and then he included stories of his own journey, and then it goes into what is it? Then he goes into introduction of most popular meditations. Then he goes into breathing. There's a lot about breathing, apparently.
Yeah.
and the effects of your environment, what it means to create heart coherence.
Yeah, there's a lot of that throughout the book. He'll talk a lot about heart coherence. Like honestly, almost the amazing power of when people are together in an like a auditorium. They did a lot of different studies on the heart coherence and the frequencies that what it does. It changes the changes of the frequencies when everyone's kind of
together.
When they're all doing the same.
Makes sense. Where energy is that where you got the heart hug?
No, that's actually that's straight from Clint Westwood. He's the one who started.
I thought you were the one that did the heart hug.
No, I got it from Clint. Yeah, he always. Yeah,
that's hilarious. So a heart hug back. So this is old school crypto fam. When we would see each other, you had to do left arm up, so that when we hugged, our hearts would align. So typically people will do their right arm up. I don't know why, but so we would all see each other and we were like, oh, heart hug, left arm up. I always thought it was an Amy Weir thing. I didn't know it was a Westwood thing. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great hugger too, Ben.
He is a great hugger. Yeah, for sure. Well, speaking of getting the fam together, like I said at the beginning, we were well, before I jump off the book, do you want to share anything more about the book and kind of what you hope to get or share with the community as we kind of jump into the book discussion?
Actually, I'd love just to have people start discussing it, like on Telegram. Really, just get more people involved and be more vocal about it. Share what resonated with you. Share stuff that's not sitting well with you. Because then, I mean, honestly, that's kind of the best way to learn something is when you're butting up against something and you want to share that with people. You learn a lot, I think, more than just going, oh, yeah, this sounds great,
Yeah. Yeah. Or if you're struggling with something in the book that, or you're not feeling it, like, look, guys, I'm trying this and it's not working for me, or whatever everybody just be really respectful and help each other. And that's where I guess then we can have that heart coherence if we're all working together and having those conversations.
Yep.
Because we don't have to physically be in the same, I mean, or do you have to be physically in the same space if you're emotionally connecting?
No, not at all. I mean, but it amplifies. When you're in a group of people and you're all doing the same meditation or you're all doing the same breathing exercises, it just amplifies. But you can definitely have it with people like scattered throughout the United States. You don't have to be right next to the person. So
it makes me think of when we were at in Arizona and we're staying at that Airbnb, and the lady that ran the Airbnb, she had 2 properties that were right next to each other, and she had like a healing sound Well, what would that be called? Like a sound bath or sound
Yeah.
studio?
Yeah. The gong.
And yeah, the gong, Lisa, the gong lady. And
What did she
yeah,
call
and we went over there and had a gong session. Yeah, that was cool. And
it?
we were all together
Mhm.
and did a little gong healing session. That was cool.
Yeah. Vibration's amazing. I mean, and frequency. I think a lot of people just dismiss it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's super healing. So
Yeah, there was something that they keep talking about. I think Cliff said something about we're going to find out more and more about energy and how important energy is.
Mhm.
And I, of course, go, I don't think they're talking about oil and gas. I'm pretty sure they're talking about us. The
That's
frequency and the energy. And when we talk about, money
Mhm.
as we've become educated, that we've used money as a store of our energy or our labor. And once we understand that we can be free from how they've enslaved us with money. And so once we realize that we are energy and we don't have to store it in a system of slavery,
Right.
then we can all be free. And we can learn to exchange our energy in a healthy way.
Yep.
Right now it's just in such an unhealthy way.
Yeah.
Which you can see why that would cause disease and, all these things if you're exchanging energy in an unhealthy way.
Yep.
You think about like, I don't know, water that's not flowing well gets bacteria in it or whatever, if energy's flowing well, then the whole system is more healthy,
Yeah, I think it also says to be dynamic, not stagnant. That's another thing too. So yeah, I'm excited for everyone to learn a little bit more about this. I mean, this is great. It goes into a little bit more depth other than like, I'm sure most people have heard about The Secret. And when that first came out, it was like a huge success and people were I even gave it out as a gift because I thought it was like the most incredible thing, just, bringing something to you just by sitting and thinking about it, or, really like imagining and putting your vision boards up and just imagining you having the home that you've always wanted, or the job that you've always wanted, or money in the bank. But this goes beyond The Secret. This goes a little bit more in depth as far as like bringing and manifesting things to you.
So this is about manifesting too, but not just, because I thought this was more about like, I guess you would want to be healthy too. So that sense of being, knowing yourself, being healthy,
not just
any
like,
of them.
Materialistic things. I mean, you can do health, like body healing and stuff like that. I mean, that's what he did. So he healed his body. So,
yeah, the guy we talked to like changed his whole life. Like his marriage changed, his body changed, his attitude changed, like his personality changed, like everything, because he became more aware of, like, more present in every moment. He was like I keep talking about the food thing because he was like, he was like, I was walking through this life like a zombie. Like I was just shoving food in my mouth because it was in front of me. And then I felt like crap. And he's like, once I started being conscious of like, oh, I'm putting this food in my mouth. And then I'm aware that I feel terrible after I put that terrible food in my mouth. And well, I need to stop. That makes me feel terrible. Why would I put that in my mouth? And, so, just being conscious of tying those things together, and we're always on this rat race and we're always, in this
fear-based system.
Yeah. What is that? The serotonin,
God, yeah.
Yeah. Crisis, they've got us afraid of one thing and then we're afraid of the next thing, and if we're not afraid of death and taxes, then what are they going to have us afraid of next? And that's where we have everything that we need, and we are enough, and what can we go build and do and enjoy instead of living in this being afraid of something's going to come get us all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
I think it'll be really cool. I'm excited. I'm glad we're going to do this. I think it's a perfect timing too, as we go into this season of, Cliff did this really great video called Mass, and he has a timeline that we're going into. And he says, we've been in the plan, and he said, the banks will fail like, I believe it's May. And then he says, and then we're in this time of like, we're past the plan. And now, so there's this opportunity of growth and creation and
Yep.
new things. So, like we get to decide what does
Right.
anybody says is going to be a dark time,
Mhm.
because, they have to see all the ugly stuff.
Yeah.
But in that, it's not going to be anything we don't know was there. But
Right.
I think it gives us opportunity for those of us that know what's been going on
Mhm.
to build new things. And
Right.
so I think we can be those, points of light and focus on positive things.
Mhm.
So I think this will be a good tool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I did work my little tail off and get the event live. And I saw that Bix posted the documentary that Joshy did for the last road show on Road to Ruta.
Yep.
So it's out on the Road to Ruta website. I thought
Mhm.
I just had it pulled up because my husband was like, "Oh, look at that." He watched it the other day, and I was like, I watched it when they put it out, but I don't know if they had it out on the private road first, and that's where I saw it.
Probably, yeah.
And so it was just released on public road and on YouTube, I think. So you guys should go watch that. It's hilarious and funny and sweet. And I cried a few times and laughed and was a little embarrassed because Jenny was like, "Oh, that Litecoin Lisa's a hoot." I was like, "Oh, Lord." We always have fun when we're together.
Yep.
The whole fam has a great time. And so I was watching that and just thinking about, what a great time we all have together. And then let's see, I got I'm on the wrong website. There we go. So if you go to litecoinlisa.net and hit what's new, and there's a link in the description for litecoinlisa.net, you can go to what's new right here. And the top one, it says Team Mighty OKC events live. And we'll have a live happy hour roadshow on 4/21, and click here for tickets. Those are going to be $50. If you bought a red cup, which I have a couple in here, then you get in free. Let's see, share this tab instead. So if you bought one of these red cups before, then you get in free. If you didn't, it's just $50 to get in at the door. We're going to have some hors d'oeuvres and stream the show live Friday evening and the regular time. And they have a full cash bar, and Tito's is their well.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like super nice. It's my friend's private restaurant. We get the whole place to ourselves. Super excited, and it'll be great. And then we'll have the same location the next day during the day for the event. And because it's my friend's place, he gave us a smoking deal on the place. And so the tickets are only $100 for the Team Mighty event the next day.
Awesome.
Let's see if I can go back to my share this tab. And we're doing Dancing for Joy, Team Mighty celebration for Mighty Mia's birthday, announcing Team Mighty 2023 champion Ben and Kelly Semchi, and Team Mighty Warrior Joy Jones. Click here for tickets, and click here if you're interested to sponsor or make a donation for the auction. So here's our share this tab instead. And Mame created an NFT, which this is just part of it, but if you buy a ticket, you will also receive an NFT that is on the what is it called? The Lightverse. it's the Litecoin NFT.
Okay.
They're only $100 this year, so we're going to try to have as many people as we can attend and to benefit. And the money will go to Crypto Mame while she is fighting cancer. She's a single mom that's in our community. And you guys know her. She was on my show with me a lot on Mondays for quite a while when I was just getting started. I said, join us to celebrate life, community, and beautiful souls that danced through our hearts and brought us so much joy. I talk about join us for an uplifting day of love, inspiration, and community. Great food as we remember Mighty Mia's legacy by telling the story of another mighty warrior, Joy Jones, the impact she had on so many in her life. We're all so excited to continue the tradition that began with the generosity of the Road to Ruta crew by identifying and honoring Ben and Kelly Simchi as the 2023 Team Mighty Champions. Proceeds will benefit a member of our community, Michelle Mafra, who is currently going through cancer treatment. Many of you know her as Crypto Mame. She created an NFT as a gift to you that you'll receive for your donation. So there's Mame. If you guys remember her. And this is little Joy Jones with her silly purple wig on. She was being so silly. And this is her Girls Rule the Galaxy t-shirt she loved. And she was a sweet little girl that when she was an infant, I met her. I volunteered and was holding her in the hospital to help with DHS. And there was a family that was inspired by Mia's story that they were in foster care training, and they asked me, if you hear of a baby or a child that needs a foster family, we're going through training, let me know. And so I called their parents and I said, there's this little baby, I'm here, you want me to tell the caseworker if you guys are interested? And I said, but she has some health issues. And they said yes. And so because they said yes to Joy, they ended up, the parents continued to have children. And so their adoptive family, their foster family, ended up adopting Joy and continued to adopt like 4 or 5 more children. So Joy, because of Joy being placed in their home, she brought those other children a home as well. So she's wonderful. And there's our Bitcoin Ben. I need to get a picture of Kelly and Ben.
Yeah.
I was trying to get this all together this morning and I was like, okay, why do I not have, so I'll go Facebook stalk them and get a picture of Kelly and Ben.
Yep.
But try to keep it all really, I know, we're all in this recession together, but I really wanted to do as much as I can to support, as much as we all can together as a community to support and help Mame during this time.
Yeah.
And Blind Dave is helping her with some things with his foundation to help her get some tools to protect her and her family.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that we can all come together and help with different ways that we've learned things over time, So hopefully we'll get everybody out here, get Bix out here singing for us and get you out here.
He got himself I got him a new guitar for Christmas. It's a really pretty one. It's an electric guitar, and he's been plunking around on that for a while now.
Really? An electric guitar?
Yeah, it's really pretty too.
Interesting.
You want to see it?
Yeah, I have to get him to play for us. That would be interesting. He's such a folk singer. I'm surprised he would be into the electric guitar thing.
Well, it's very
expanding his.
It's a very rockabilly looking electric guitar.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Led Zeppelin, Def Leppard looking.
Yeah.
It's more like bluesy looking. So it's really
cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, and I know Johnny's gonna come out, and I'm trying to get Jenny to come out as well. Westwood will be here, of course, and I think Mitch is coming too. And I think we're trying to get the whole crew out here. So
back together.
I know and Mom's coming. Even she said she was going to come out. Good. Yeah, so I think it should be really good. I'm hoping everyone can make it. And it'll be a good time. So
We'll work on Josh and Paige together.
yes, we'll work on Josh and Paige getting here, and
Pebbleton Post. We're gonna get the Pebbleton Post out.
That's right. Breaking news: the Pebbleton Post will be
Yeah.
in. We've got to get them out here so they can dance some more. They were like really enjoying all the two-stepping. Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. That was a really fun night.
Yeah. And I'll get a babysitter that'll stay up later this time. So I had to go home too early last time, and that's what we're doing. So the event a little earlier, because like I said, my friend's given me a heck of a deal so we can have more money go to Mame. And but then we'll be able to like kind of make some more fluid plans in the evening, kind of where everybody can kind of, because we're going to have kids there during the day since Joy's family will be there. And they'll be able, we're going to tell us the story of Joy and celebrate her. And she did a photo shoot after Mia passed away. She wanted to do some of Mia's mermaid stuff.
Wow.
She loved all the mermaid stuff that Mia loved and stuff. So I gave her like one of Mia's mermaid tail Afghans and this little picture, and she did like this little photo shoot thing. And
very cool.
I don't know, we're gonna do it. We'll tell a little story. It's pretty cute. She is a great kiddo. So fun to celebrate kids that are such little warriors.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, I think that kind of wraps us up. I just wanted to kind of update the community, make sure that we had everybody on board with the book discussion. I see that Ron is in our chat, and I want to give him some big hugs. He's had some health issues, and I know he tries to make it to all of our events, and I know he said he didn't think he would be able to make it, but we want to tell him there will be a streaming opportunity for people to the Team Mighty event, and so I hope that he'll tune in and stream with us, and we'll be thinking of you and sending lots of love. So
get better soon.
Yes, everybody will be sending lots of love to all of our friends. So any other updates, Amy?
Nope, I can't think of any. We're
okay
plugging along, watching the banks slowly crash.
It's so exciting. I know. Well, now this bond thing, because they were, the bonds typically kind of are the way that they save their butts, and now no one's buying their bonds. Their bonds are worthless, and nobody wants their dirty stuff. So this silver squeeze was trending today, and there's this one guy, this one kid, Michael something, he's like, over the weekend, silver was just pumping on the Comex, and that's wild.
Yeah, we're getting updates from Andy Sheckman, who Bix always recommends to buy your silver through, and he's just like, things are flying off the shelf. So, and we're getting, which is really cool also too, is we're getting updates from people like from other parts of the United States, giving us little updates on, their struggles of even trying to find people who are selling silver. So it's happening.
It's happening. Yeah. I know. I was talking to my mom, and she was like, I've just been like in it for so long, and wondering when it's going to when. And it's like now.
Yeah.
And Westwood did a video today, and he's like, it already happened. They're just trying to not make everyone panic.
Right.
As they roll this out. So we're already there.
Yep.
What's that song? You're already there. We're already there. I won't sing, but yeah.
Oh, come on, you get great voice.
Maybe later. I'll do it in person. I need a little vodka and a little in person. Yeah.
Yeah. And no phone.
No phone. No recording. That's right. No drunk shaming. That's for sure.
No.
All right.
All right.
Bring your ukulele. Amy and I will sing 1, 2, 3. You Can Count on Me. That's our little song together.
Get rid of my talons. I'll have to get rid of my talons.
Oh, you can't play with those?
It's so hard for me. It sounds so different when I play it. Maybe I'll start practicing with the pads of my fingers or something.
I know I chickened out on my ukulele. I need to.
Oh, that's right. You were supposed to buy one.
I know. And then I chickened out because I was like, I don't know if I can play that thing.
Oh, just get yourself a little cheapy one. They're fun. They're fun. Just
do it.
Practice strumming.
Life is short. Just do it.
Exactly.
All right. I'll see you guys in Oklahoma City. Get your tickets today and meet us in Oklahoma City. We're going to Heart Echo. What is it called? Heart Resonance or something like that.
Coherence.
Heart coherence.
We will all achieve heart coherence.
Yes, heart coherence in Oklahoma City. We'll see you guys there. Take care. Bye.